Hello students, week 13 physics, grade 11, chapter 34, lesson number 6, Ohm's law and electric shock, part 2, textbook page 687 and 688. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to describe what are high voltage wires and ground wires, identify the health effects of electric shock. What are high voltage wires? You probably have seen birds perched on high voltage wires. Every part of the bird's body is at the same high potential as the wire, and it feels no ill effects. So you have seen high voltage wires, I'm sure about that, and also you have seen birds perched on such high voltage wires without having any electric shock. For the bird to receive a shock, there must be a difference between potential. So there should be a difference in potential between one part of its body and another part. Most of the current will then pass along the path of least electric resistance connecting these two wires. So in high voltage wires, the two wires actually, one is at a low potential, one is at high potential, but you can see birds perched on a single wire, so there will be no difference in potential on this wire, and the bird will not get any electric shock. Suppose you fall from a bridge and manage to grab onto a high voltage power line, halting your fall. If you touch nothing else of different potential, you will receive no shock, even if the wire is thousands of volts above ground potential. If there is no contact with the ground by holding a single high voltage wire, there will be no electric shock because there is no difference in potential. No charge will flow from one hand to the other hand because there is no appreciable difference in electric potential between your hands. Ground wires. Mild shocks occur when the surfaces of appliances are at an electric potential different from other nearby devices. If you touch surfaces of different potentials, you become a pathway for current. To prevent this, electric appliances are connected to a ground wire through the round third prong of a 3-wire electric plug. So you have noticed electric plugs with a third pin that is actually connected with the ground. So why do the third wire, or you can say ground wires, if there is any mild or even excessive, we can say, electric flow through any electrical appliances, before it comes to your body, that can be taken by the ground through that third prong, or you can say that extra wire connected to the ground. So this is called ground wire. As you can see here in this figure, all ground wires in all plugs are connected together through the wiring system of the house. The two flat prongs are for the current carrying double wire. You can say if the live wire accidentally comes in contact with the metal surface of an appliance, the current will be directed to ground rather than shocking you if you handle it. So it's better to use such electrical appliances and also such circuit with ground wires. What are the health effects of electric shock? One effect of electric shock is to overheat tissues in the body or to disrupt normal nerve functions. It can upset the nerve center that controls breathing. Try to answer this question. If the resistance of your body were 100,000 ohms, what would be the current in your body when you touch the terminals of a 12-volt battery? So resistance is given, voltage is given, so you can find the current using Ohm's law. So the answer is current equals voltage divided by resistance. So here 12 volt divided by 100,000 ohms, so it is you can see 0.00012 ampere, and you learn a table in the previous part So this will be quite harmless. One more question. If your skin were very moist so that your resistance was only 1000 ohms and you touched the terminals of a 24-volt battery, how much current would you draw? See, the resistance is now decreased because of the moisture in the skin, and voltage is given 24 volt. So again, you use the Ohm's law and you will get 24 divided by 1000, so it will be 0.024 ampere, and this is really dangerous amount of current. And the last, what causes the damaging effects of electric shock? Try to find the answer. Thank you and see you next time.